why the topic I'd like to bring up is why the Civil War never actually ended.
The Civil War, our Civil War.
Our Civil War. You know, the Democrats started the Civil War, okay?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to take the United States in a different direction than the that was laid out.
Well, they wanted to leave the Union, right? They wanted their own country.
Right. Well, the Northern Republicans called them out on their crimes against humanity and how their policies didn't fit the Constitution.
Yeah.
So the Democrats didn't want to change. So they responded with hatred, violence, bloodshed. Sound familiar?
Yeah. Sounds like about today.
So they called themselves the Confederate States of America.
Right.
And broke away from the United States, I believe it was 1861.
Okay.
In April, of that month. And they fired on Fort Sumter in South Carolina. And that began the war, which took over 750,000 American lives.
Yeah.
So
that's huge.
The Democrats were soundly defeated. They had no choice but to surrender.
But you're saying they've resurrected themselves fairly quickly from that Civil War, and it really hasn't ended. Is that correct?
Well, I don't believe that they ever gave up their cause, even though they were beaten to submission. You know, many historians agree with me that they're continuing their hostilities toward the Union to this very day.
You're saying the present day Democrat Party is doing the same things that the Confederates were doing during the Civil War. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. And
do you agree with that, Bill?
I think that. Go ahead. No, let me finish his thought.
Do you know what he does? He's a state representative.
No, that's okay.
He
needs to hear this.
He's good. No, he's good. He got the state to re-vote a.
It was a team effort, though. A lot of people did.
Yeah, I know, but this guy does a great job, and he got him to turn around two things that were very unpopular with a lot of people, and also in that was that didn't you kill not kill, but kill the way that they can contribute money from outside.
Yeah, I voted for that no foreign.
And that also got solved. That which I think is critical too.
Mm-hmm.
So he's good. He's talented. He's going to be president someday. He told me that.
Continue.
All right, go ahead.
After the Civil War, the Democratic Party continued to resist the Union, of course.
Yeah.
And they formed the Ku Klux Klan at the time. And that was meant to terrorize the newly freed African Americans who were Republican. So they were dressed in the coned hats and bed sheets, and burned the houses of these black Republicans, raped their women, hung their sons. By the way, does that remind you of anything in our day and age?
Well,
it should, because it reminds me of the evil tactics used by Islamic extremists.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so anyway, the Democrats back then and into the 1900s believed in segregation. They opposed any civil rights legislation. They voted against anti-lynching bills. They were pro-abortion to keep the black population from growing too large.
Yeah.
They hated President Kennedy's proposed civil rights legislation. That's why when Kennedy went to Dallas in '63, Democratic operatives in the CIA assassinated him.
Okay, do you know who they were? I had a gal on here like 3 weeks ago, who was Harvey Oswald's girlfriend.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I could tell it was being interrupted. And she knew exactly what it was, that somebody in government was shutting down my show and did it 3 times. We got her kicked off 3 times, and it came back.